We now have our final quarterfinal match. Last match, we had Matthew Harms playing Justin Langrock. Matthew shot 277 to Justin's 247. Ended up being 5-5 in frame, so it came down to that total pinfall. And who we got for this match, Katie?
All right, this match, we have the last competitor entering our competition all the way from Selkirk, Manitoba. In his first appearance here at Tour Finals, Colton Youzwa, our number 4 seed. And he is going up against Rylan Willier, our number 9 seed. Number 9 seed, who's just coming off a win that was commanding in the first round. He had a 10-0 win over Rob Wolfson. These two competitors are the 2 youngest in the field as well.
Yeah, so Colton's first time, Rylan coming off a big game. I'm not really sure what's going to happen here.
I know. I mean, these two players for sure have come against each other in YBC competitions at nationals. They've seen each other at tour events, and both of them just push each other to be better. I think they're friends on and off the lane, so it'll be interesting to see how this one goes down. Yeah,
so it's be an interesting match for the future of our sport. Okay, here we go. We have our final quarterfinal match.
That's right. We have our last player. Finally, we get to see him.
Yes, it's
on the lanes.
Colton Youzwa from Manitoba and against Rylan Willier from Grand Prairie now, formerly Edmonton.
Formerly Edmonton, just this last little while has moved up to Grand Prairie, where he's taken on a manager role, produce manager at Save on Foods. So that's a new promotion for him. So I'm sure he's been super excited being up there in that new challenge.
Colton has elected to go first this match. He is the number 4 seed. Rylan is the number 9 seed. Rylan's coming off a big 10-0 win in his match.
Rob Wolfson, yeah.
343 game, clean game. He had no open frames.
That's right. I mean, he was going up against the 8th seed qualifier, but definitely an upset a little bit to win it that demandingly.
Spare for Colton started off.
It's a great way to start the match up, get him in the match early, forcing Rylan to mark here.
So I'm just forecasting a little bit. The winner of this match will play Greg DeGrazia in the one semifinal, and in the other semifinal we have Matthew Harms and Derek Holm.
Amazing.
So that will actually be the next match. After this one, Matthew Harms and Derek Holm.
Matt Harms and Derek Holm. Getting down to the wire. So this is our last match in the quarterfinals that's worth $100 per frame. Both of these, with it being their first appearance, Rylan won $500 in his first match. So he's going to be looking to add to that total. Colton Youzwa didn't have a first match because he did have that bye. However, he did have a first round bonus of $500.
250.
250. I misread
yeah, 500
the
was
hand
player of the year.
That's right. I misread the hand signals. He started with a 250 bonus since he had that bye in round 1. Rylan starts off with that strike, showing that he's still using that same shot he had in first match, and he's going to go up to an early lead, taking frame 1.
Yeah, he's still rolling. He's throwing a good shot. I'm going to pull out some numbers here as we go for our viewers. So in our top 12 here, we have 7 from Alberta, 2 from Manitoba, 2 from Ontario, 1 from South and North, and 1 from BC.
Yeah, and as we're getting down to those final numbers, it's still spread out around the country.
Yeah, we have 1 BC in, 1 Alberta in, and 1 Northern Ontario in.
Another great shot for Rylan in frame 2. He is not letting up. So typically Rylan's favorite center is Bonnie Doon Lanes here in Edmonton, but he devs bowl leagues out of both Bonnie Doon and Sherwood Park when he lived in Alberta, or he lived in Edmonton. So even though it's not necessarily his favorite house here, I think he's had a lot of success here and a lot of time practicing on these lanes.
Whoa, good push.
And that was a cruncher for Colton that couldn't have come at a better time.
Yep, start a carryover.
You can see that intensity building already.
I definitely know Colton's a high energy guy.
He is a high energy guy. So he, in his qualifying to get here, to get into that 4th place seed, had amazing finishes. 2 top 10s with a 3rd place at the Manitoba Open, 8th place at the Regina Classic as a tie. And then he also had a 29th tie at Heritage and 37th at TPC. So he had a lot of success on tour. And, oh, another one. I missed it. 6th place at Autumn Open.
Yeah.
So 3 top 10 finishes for Colton Youzwa. And he is just out of YBC.
Little thin. He almost got it to carry over.
Because he is coming off a 2022 YBC Singles Gold.
Yep.
So he's been in these match play formats before.
Yep. That's the thing, like a lot of the youth that we have are very experienced.
And a little bit of a misstep there. This is on a carryover frame, so he's going to really want to pick that 2-pin, get the 15, and then see what Rylan does in frame 3.
Yeah, you're going to need some help now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you're going to get it.
With the way Rylan's been throwing this match, I'm not 100% sure that he's going to misstep that much. We might see a little bit of a nag here, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be something that you can convert at least the spare on.
Yeah. Take a commanding 3-0 lead here with the 15 or higher. Oh, something was different there.
Yeah.
I could tell in his approach.
You could tell in his approach it was just a little bit stiff, and he almost looked down at the end as if like, ooh, that didn't feel right. But again, a spare here is going to be enough to carry over, or to win the frame, or even 15. He's got a couple chances at it.
Yep.
And there's the spare. Just like in his match against Rob, Rylan goes up with a 3-0 lead to start this match.
Early lead, yep.
Early lead. $300 in his pocket.
Throw a strike here, you put big time pressure on him.
Big time pressure. Yeah. It's interesting with these two being the youngest in our competition. You know, they're both first-time Tour Championship competitors. So nerves, you feel like, with their resumes are probably pretty close to the same. They have very similar experiences, very similar tournament experience, and it's their first appearance here. So you got to think that like that's not going to be necessarily the deciding factor in this match.
No, yeah, you're 100% right. See if we can
Another carryover.
stay in it here.
A miss from Colton. So Rylan is going to go up 4 frames to nothing, and that's going to put some serious pressure on Colton.
Yeah. I mean, he hasn't missed a corner in 3 there, and a miss here on the middle, but he hasn't been that bad. Spare 3 out of 4 marks, right?
Yeah.
Again, the strikes at the wrong. Rylan's getting strikes at the right times.
That's right.
Missing that corner was a big one, too.
It was a big one, yeah.
But we've got 6 frames left.
But, I mean, realistically, even if he had spared that corner in 3, he's
Probably.
going to lose that carryover anyway, and he'd still be down 4 frames to nothing. Another little misstep. He almost just seems like a little bit quick in his approach, maybe just popping out of his shot just a little bit, so he's not getting that rotation to get the ball out over his spot the way it needs to go.
That looked good.
That one, he stayed down in his shot quite a bit more.
Now I notice how you mean pops up.
Yeah, when he's
And then he
popping
misses
up.
left.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just throwing off how it's coming out of the delivery. So spare in frame 5.
Rylan can throw the stranglehold on him now.
Yeah. And potentially this could be another one that's over early.
Yeah. Different tail of the tape this year.
Different tail.
And again, like you mentioned before, these are 2 of the youngest guys here. So
Oh, and a dirty little pushback.
I would like
for
to see
Rylan
the
on the
kickback on
strike.
that one.
So with that, Rylan is up 5 frames to nothing. So at this point, Colton is going to need to string out the rest of the game, basically, to take those next 5 frames and then hope that there's something catastrophic that happens with Rylan so that he can win in pinfall.
Yeah, because he's down 50, 60 points right now.
Yeah.
Maybe more.
Maybe more with that double working for Rylan. One more frame that Rylan wins here, and this game is over.
Yep. I should have asked for another barn burner, right?
Yeah.
Either way, we'll see some good bowling.
We will see some good bowling. Both of these competitors, they know how to throw.
That looked a little different, too.
It did. It came, I mean, I might have missed something, but did it not come in on the other side of the headpin?
It was on the left side.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a lot of them he's been throwing on the right side.
Right. That's that's what I thought. So.
The bomb, regardless.
Yeah. This is, like I said in his first match, this is Autumn Open Rylan. It's really not mattering where he's putting that ball in the middle. He's getting the crunchers, he's getting the thin ones, and he's just throwing strike after strike, and just put stranglehold. The match is over on Colton.
Match is over. Then 13 chop again.
Yeah.
Lane 13, you're killing
Lane
me.
13 with those chops. So Colton is going to just be hoping that he can get out 7, 8, and 9, win $300.
I mean, like I say before, I want the young guys to do well.
Right.
Of course, I don't want to see a shutout or anything like that, but
Right.
I want to see all the guys do well here and make a few bucks.
That's right. And at the very least, you know what, this is a great experience for these young ones, and to be able to say that they're in the Tour Championships this early on in their careers is an incredible accomplishment for both of them. Both of them are fairly new on the tour, but have had such great seasons and such great success that, like, even in our top 50 rankings with 5-pin U, Colton is sitting in 14th. He has 406 points already. Rylan in 19th with 322. So these two bowlers have incredibly bright futures in our sport, and they're just going to continue to see them on tour finals and on...
Yeah, I haven't been here, so...
Yeah. Absolutely amazing talent from both of them.
Okay, 15 is the frame for Colton, so Striker Sparrow will take another one for Rylan.
That's right.
If you're looking at score potential here, he can get 420.
A monster score to go with the massive one he had.
410, sorry.
His first time out where
346, I think. 343.
343, the high game of the tournament so far.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that double.
Ham bone.
Another fantastic strike. That one was back over on the right-hand side of the headpin.
I'll be honest, there has not been 2 10-nothings.
There has not, no.
Let alone by the same person.
Yeah. Rylan is already up $700 in this match.
He's unfazed, though. Strike percentage is huge every time he hits the middle.
Yeah. Colton's doing what he needs to do. He's sparing things. He's hitting the middle. You know, he had a couple missteps in 4 and 5, and obviously that missed spare in 3. But he's doing what he needs to do to battle. But like, how do you fight back against that, right? You have Rylan just pushing over everything, throwing 5-bagger. There's not a lot of defense you can do on that one. So.
There you go, Cole.
There's the strike. So we have a carryover in frame 8. Colton's looking to get something going in frame 9 and win himself a couple $100. It's nice in this format that even though when the match is over, you still have something to play for.
Yeah, if you're getting blown out in score.
If you're getting blown out, because there's some events out there that when you're getting blown out in score and you look up and it's just so defeating because you're like, why am I even playing the rest of this match? But at least here there's something to play for anyway. Make the trip out a little worthwhile for you.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah.
And just too thin.
Just laid it down a little bit. It sucks that you sit all day and then you come out.
That's right.
Don't throw the way you want to, but that's the way she goes.
Nature of the beast sometimes at this event.
Yeah.
So Rylan here with anything more than 15 is going to take frames 8 and 9 and go up 9 frames to 0.
And I mean, don't ever be discouraged if you come out here and you're in the Tour Championship and you lose a big match and you don't win any frames or you only win 1 or 2. Like I said, I've been doing this tour a long time, and I have never been here. I've never made the top 12, and there's a lot of good players that haven't.
And the caliber of players that are on the lane in every single one of those 12 positions is
so making it here is
absolute world
accomplishment in itself, especially with adding another tournament. It's even harder now.
Makes it even more challenging.
And he ain't gonna miss right now.
Another great shot by Rylan. He is dialed in.
2-frame carryover.
Rylan goes up 9 frames to nothing.
Call him the buzzsaw.
And he's looking for a 2-match sweep with these 3 balls.
That literally has never happened, for sure.
That 100% has never happened. So he's waiting for that Manhattan. He only brings 1 ball out onto the lane. It's a Manhattan that he uses all the time. And then for his second shot, he usually just uses a house ball.
Hasn't really had to use that house ball very often.
I think his Manhattan, a 5-inch, 3-pound, 12-ounce. So
big, heavy ball.
Big, heavy ball for that first one, and it just sprays the pins out. And then if he doesn't get the strike, he'll just pick up whatever. Another great shot.
Unstoppable.
7 in a row for Rylan. Still got 2 shots to go up there. Sitting on a massive score.
We had a Yahtzee.
We had a Yahtzee.
And a 6-pack.
What's 7?
I don't know. We keep going back.
007. Shaken, not stirred.
007. That's my favorite.
A little bit of pro league lingo in there for you. Resets the pins. Gets himself ready, waiting for that ball to come.
Again, staying in your routine, doing the same thing. You've already won. It's okay.
Yeah.
You want to keep doing the same thing. We've only had one other 400 match here.
Yes.
I think Dexter had 425 a couple of years ago.
We're just waiting on that ball to come back. We know that Rylan doesn't want to pick up that house ball and throw it. Looks like the pin chaser just got back there and is pushing it all down. So that ball should be well on its way.
Can you hear it?
I cannot. Oh, there it comes. There it comes. All right. He's another one that doesn't really take a whole lot of extra time. He just gets a little bit off the ball, wipes it off, wipes his hand, and then sets and goes.
Yep, starts from the back of the approach.
A little bit more time this time, though. Throws the 8th one.
Crazy 8?
Crazy 8 or Snowman?
Oh, Snowman, yeah.
Snowman.
Snowman's better. Yeah.
Snowman. Does he have one more in him?
9, I don't know. It's like Lords of Leaping or something like that.
We're in Christmas carols now.
Or Ladies Dancing.
Ladies Dancing, I don't know. So
or just Niner.
Rylan already has 30 in the 10th frame. This is all just going to be bonus now because we haven't seen a lot of 10th frames where there's been more than or that anything more than 30 hasn't won. So
yeah,
whatever he gets on here, he's going to really put the pressure on Colton. He's going to have to throw that double at least and then match or better that third ball to get some money.
Yeah, he's at 900 right now and 1 frame left.
Quick little set on the lane, wiping off his hand, and he's going to get ready to go here.
Yep.
Oh, a chop off. Tried
405.
to cross over, but a 405 to match his 343 from the first round.
That's a decent double, eh?
That's an exceptional double, especially at a tournament where the pressure's on like this. So Colton's going to be looking for at least that double to start this frame. He gets a cruncher in 10, needs the next one, and then more than a chop to win himself $100. Oh, and he doesn't get the strike in 10 for the double. So Rylan, for the second time, is going to go a 10-0 sweep. That is the first time that's ever happened in Tour Championship history.
And $1,000.
And another $1,000 in his pocket. Rylan wins that one 405 to 226 and 10 frames to 0.
All right, here we are with Rylan Willier, winner of that quarterfinal match against Colton Youzwa, and just another amazing performance, Rylan. That was another 10-0 victory with a massive 405. You've now won all 20 frames. Man, you just locked in. How are you feeling?
I feel really good. I got the same people behind me as last match. I know the same people are going to be here for my next match, and just let good energies going and hopefully get the win today.
Yeah, I mean, just one of those ones. Obviously, you start off with a double, you miss spare, but then you run an 8-bagger, and a chop in the end. Obviously, Colton just didn't really have a chance. Another just full gas pedal onto that one.
Yeah.
Sort of seen this before the season at a different tournament where we're just locked in and going. Is it sort of the same feeling, or?
It just, I can't explain. It feels good today. I'm going to keep running with it.
Yeah, you betcha. Okay, you're off to the semifinal now. You know who you're playing. We've got, I believe, Derek Holm is coming up. You're playing Derek. No, Derek's playing Matt Harms, isn't he? You're playing Greg DeGrazia, I do believe. Yeah. So you play Greg DeGrazia coming up now. How's the record against Derek or Greg?
Played him, I think, just a few times here and there, but I have a lot of respect for that guy too, because he's one of our sport's top players, and give it all I got this next match.
Well, that's you're putting on a show out there, so let's not stop this thing. Keep it going. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you, DB.
Right on. Rylan Willier, everybody.
That concludes our last quarterfinal match. We had Rylan Willier and Colton Youzwa, our two youngest competitors here. And Colton just happened to run into the Rylan buzzsaw. I mean, the guy shoots 405 and wins 10 frames, and Colton with the 226.
Yeah, Rylan has been putting on a show at the Tour Finals this year. That's only the second 400 that's ever been thrown in Tour Championship history, and also the first time that there's ever been a competitor that's had two 10-0 wins in the same season.
Yep, he's setting some records here, and he's throwing bombs. That's all you can say.
That's right. Yeah. Our next match that we have is the first round of the semifinals, and we have Derek Holm going up against Matthew Harms.